beautiful goddesses. I'm so honored to do this live session with you about trapped emotions, and I'm so excited because trapped emotions are the most important topic when it comes to my own healing journey, and I'm so happy to share everything with you. I just want to give you a short introduction why it became so important so that you can understand what is my background. So, I have been suffering from many diseases all my life, and in the last 3 years it got really worse. I had a lot of chronic pain. I had a disease called ankylosing spondylitis, which manifests in chronic pain, especially in the bones, in the joints. So I really had moments where I was suffering so much. I had so much pain in the spine, in my ankles, in the sacral vertebra. And I was also suffering from many things in my intestines, and nothing helped. So I went to see, of course, many doctors, and Western medicine was not able to help me. And then I went long healing journey completely by myself, and I tried out so many different things. And what I found out after several years of doing my research is that all my physical problems were there because of trapped emotions in my subconsciousness. So I discovered a healing method when I was in Israel, and I started to work with it and was able to help myself a lot. And this is what I want to share with you today. So, welcome, beautiful goddesses. Hello, Shirley. So nice you are here. So beautiful. So, before I start to talk more about the trapped emotions and how to heal them, I invite you for a little meditation to connect to our subconsciousness. You can put your right hand on your belly that is so deeply connected with the subconsciousness and is holding back so many emotions. The left hand on our heart. We inhale through the nose, and as we inhale, we imagine a beautiful white light filling our body. And as we exhale, we can imagine the color of black or brown coming out of our nostrils. We inhale all the beautiful high frequencies, and exhale, let go of everything we're holding back. Inhale. Inhale everything you want to manifest into your life. Love, joy, health. And exhale. Let go of everything you're holding in your subconsciousness. Inhale that beautiful white light. And exhale, release everything that is trapped. You don't consciously have to know what you're letting go right now. Your subconscious knows. Inhale one more time, this white light. And exhale through the mouth, let's go. Inhale one more time. All those high frequencies, let them fill you with love. And exhale. Beautiful. You can slowly open your eyes. And I would like to start with defining what are emotions. Emotions are vibrations of pure energy, and every emotion has its own very unique vibrational frequency. Maybe you know the human emotional vibration chart. It is a chart that shows different emotions and its frequencies. So the lowest are shame, guilt, and fear. And the highest are love, peace, joy, and enlightenment. And when we have trapped emotions, and in my work I very often see it is guilt, it is shame, we're stuck there in this vibration, and it holds us back from feeling the higher vibrations, and it holds us back from manifesting them. So what is actually happening when we experience an emotion? There are 3 steps. The first step is our body generates the vibrational frequency, right? It generates the emotional vibration. And then the second step is we react through a physical response or through our thoughts. And then the third step is we choose to let the emotion go. That usually happens after a few seconds, sometimes a few minutes. And we can move on. We call that step processing. And usually we're able to let it go after a few minutes. But if the first or the second step is interrupted, we get stuck there and this emotional experience is incomplete. That means this energy of that emotion gets trapped in our body. And the more traumatic or overwhelming the situation is, the more likely it is that it gets trapped in our body. So now, whether you remember this traumatic and painful experience or not, doesn't matter. Your subconsciousness knows and remembers everything. So it is very possible that you have experienced something 20 years ago and you don't even think about it anymore, but it's still stuck there in the subconsciousness. So you're still holding that low frequency in your body, and this can have tremendous effect on our mental, emotional, and even physical health. So each time you trap this emotion, you really get stuck in this event. You're not moving beyond, but you're still back there. And we truly have to heal that in order to move on in our life. So I also want to explain from where are those trapped emotions. Very often they get activated, they get trapped in the childhood, because as children we're so sensitive, and it's very likely that we experience things in our family that are traumatic. So often it's from childhood, but it is even possible to have trapped emotions from our ancestors. For some people that might sound more abstract, but we can imagine that it's like our ancestors. Let's make an example. For example, our great grandmother experiences something very, very traumatic in her life, and she's carrying that energy, that vibrational frequency all her life, and she is not because in this generation we didn't talk about healing and life was much more overwhelming. So she didn't have the chance to heal it, and what happens then is that she passes that specific energy to the next generation, so to my grandmother. If she isn't aware of it, because probably she didn't even know what happened with her mother, so she passes to my mother, and my mother passed it to me. So you see, it's possible that I carry frequencies of 3 generations back. I was working with people, and the most I've experienced was even 7 generations back. So this is the second option. And the third option is that we have trapped emotions from our past lives. Now, this is less common, but especially with healers, I can see that we do have trapped emotions from a past life. And in my case, I had 12 trapped emotions from my last past life, which was a lot of healing work. So how do we heal them? This is the beautiful part, because it's not that difficult to heal them. We have to get access to the subconsciousness. And I do this with muscle testing. Now I'm working with a pendulum, and I just want to show you how I'm doing it. Our subconsciousness is connected with our muscle reflex. And the body, or the subconsciousness, always reacts to positive stimuli and negative stimuli. So all I'm doing is I'm holding this very still. I'm not moving the arm. And now I'm identifying what is a yes, so that's a positive stimuli, and what is a no. So I'll demonstrate it. I'm already very connected to my subconsciousness, so it's very easy. And yeah, so show me a yes. Show me a yes. And you see the pendulum starts to swing back and front. And I'm not moving anything. Many people ask me, how can it swing so much? I'm really not doing anything, but if you start working with it, it's more likely that it's very, very small. But I have been working with it so much that, yes, it's swinging a lot. Show me a no. Show me a no. No. So it changed direction and it's swinging from left to right. And this is really, in the end, it's nothing extraordinary. It's not even something spiritual. It's really just working with the muscle reflex. And everyone can do it. I give it to people that have never tried it, and it's working. And working with the pendulum completely changed my life. I can ask precise questions, and I'm getting yes or no answers. So I would ask, do I have trapped emotions? Now it's swinging no, that's great, because I did a lot of healing work, but usually it swings yes. And I am working with the emotion code, which is a chart of 60 emotions. And it has a beautiful structure, 2 columns and 6 rows. So how I'm working with it is, I'm going through it. I ask the subconsciousness, do you have trapped emotions in column A? Then, for example, it swings yes. Then I say, is it in row 1? If it says yes, there are 5 emotions and I will go through them. So, for example, I see it's the emotion of love unreceived. And then I'm asking, when did you activate it? Was it before the age of 10? If it says yes, I ask, was it before the age of 5, and so on. So let's say I see it was when this person was 5 years old. Then I already know when. The next step is I can identify who triggered it. So usually I would ask, was it the biological family? Was it from the mother side, the father side, 1 generation back, 2 generations back? If it says no, when I ask this, I ask, is this trapped emotion inherited? If it says yes, again, mother side, father side, how many generations back? Let's say I get to the grandmother, so I can start figuring out what kind of trapped emotions she had. And like this, usually we can understand so much of what happened and why did this trauma get passed on. For me, this is just truly magical. It's so beautiful how this method can help so many. I can really say completely changed me. Before I started working with it, I had so many trapped emotions, and I can tell you, from this life I had the emotion of love unreceived, failure, low self-esteem, humiliation, shame, worthlessness, very heavy emotions. And I could see that in my daily behavior, it was all about this. If you have such a low self-esteem and the feeling of worthlessness, it just needs one person that criticizes you and you feel like shit, you feel horrible. Now that I released it, I can deal with it and I can deal much better and I'm not taking it personal. So, yeah, and also my pain got so much better. I can really feel that all my traumas were so trapped in the bones and in the joints. And that was also the reason for my chronic pain, because the body is always here to show us what we can heal. And when I was younger, I thought my body is just weak and it's against me and why is it not working? And I had a very negative relationship to my body. And now I'm just so thankful to my body because it showed me what I have to heal. And in the end, I didn't only physically feel better, but also emotional. Yes, already 15 minutes are over. If you have any questions, please write it in the comments or also after this live video. And also if you feel you need help with those emotions, and it can be everything. It can be you're physically suffering, it can be you feel the same emotions again and again, or you just feel in general unhappy and hopeless, or it can literally be everything. Feel free to contact me. It could be either via Facebook. I also have a homepage, or Instagram, which I'm going to write in the comments after this video. So I'm really, really happy to help. And yes, I wish you that you can release everything that is still stuck inside of you. I wish you all the best for your healing process and that you may experience all the beautiful high frequencies, all those beautiful emotions. And emotions are great. They make us alive, they make us human. So even embrace the emotions that are more difficult to deal with. But yes, in the end, everything is love. Everything is here for our healing, for our evolution. So may we embrace all those emotions. Let us take one more inhale together. And exhale, let go of everything. May all the beings be happy and free. Much, much love to you. Thank you so much for watching this Empowered live session, and I hope to be in contact with you. Have a beautiful day. Shabbat Shalom. Mwah.